On the face of it, it's just like, why do we do this? But then once you have that feeling of making people laugh, it's just, there's nothing better, nothing.
To be a comedian, you're laying yourself on the line. You're laying everything out on the line.
I really started doing the comedy clubs when I was 16, and then I've been doing it ever since, so it's been about 4 years now.
I actually started 2 years ago, it'll be 2 years ago in March. Penis Philbin is a group that travels around the Midwest, and they used to run a comedy showcase here on Wednesdays, the open mic, and I met them guys, and they got me in here, and been rolling ever since.
I've been doing stand-up since I was about 16. I started in the UP of Michigan, which there's no comedy scene whatsoever up there. But then I moved down to Michigan State, and then there was, there's a comedy club, and then there's the open mics the university puts on. When you love stand-up as much as I do, and I know there are a lot of people who do, when you're stagnant, you have no outlet, and then all of a sudden you have an outlet, it's 0 to 60.
It's okay. How's everybody doing tonight? Yes, thank you all for coming out tonight.
My name is Dan Curry. I started doing comedy when I was about 16 years old. I thought that I was going to be the greatest thing in the world in about 2 months. It doesn't happen. So I started doing comedy at my high school and doing the talent shows, and I did things on our television station and things like that. And once I turned 18, I decided I should probably do it in comedy clubs.
Before I go up, every show, I have to take a shit. It's probably the most important thing. I never have a good set if I don't shit.
Usually for me, when I'm about to walk up on stage, it's things like I think they're gonna hate me. Person in row 3 doesn't really seem to like dick jokes. Person in row 2 loves dick jokes. Whatever I have person in row 2 laugh or person in row 3 laugh.
I scope out the crowd. I see who I can pick on, who I can make fun of. People will see me on stage and then they meet me off stage and they kind of expect me to be all like, dicky joke.
Some people come and see me and they think, I never would have thought you would have said those words.
I'm a dick on stage. I'm an asshole, and that's how I gotta be, and I can't do that in real life. I wish I could do it in real life, but people get upset and they get offended.
On stage, it's like a sanctuary. Like, you can say whatever you want, you can say what you mean, and you can get laughs out of it. And I think that's why it's gorgeous. You can say a lot of things on stage that you would never say at the grocery store.
But sometimes that show pisses me off. Sometimes intervention becomes offensive to me, right? Jessica drinks a fifth a day because she was touched as a small child. I drink a fifth a day because I haven't been touched since I was a small child. I don't know if I just had a better body back then.
Those are my most proud moments when I think of something off the top of my head. And those jokes will stick with you forever.
No, but I love this girl a lot, but something happened a little bit ago. We got in a little fight because I wanted these earrings. And like this hippie thing, they had like feathers and metal on them. She's like, babe, I really like the earrings you got me, but I can't wear them because I'm allergic to anything that's 14 karat gold or less.
Sometimes that gorgeous moment happens and it becomes part of your act. I do a joke where I say, I gave my girlfriend jewelry, come on, where's my blowjob?
I bought you jewelry, where's my blowjob, you know?
And the whole, if we like it, then we better put a ring on it thing, just came off the top of my head. And that's probably the best improvisation I've had.
Like, ladies, I know if we like it, then we better put a ring on it. But if you like it, then you better put your mouth on it.
That became part of my act permanently. Because before it was just a stupid joke about, I gave you jewelry, you should suck on my penis.
The hardest part about doing stand-up is not getting that laugh. When you think you're gonna get that laugh, when you write this fucking joke and you've been going over it in your head for, hours or maybe sometimes weeks, and you go up there and you tell this joke and you're so into it and it doesn't get any laughs.
As far as bombing, I think every comedian bombs, and if they say they haven't, then they're lying to you.
So I made fun of this dude in the front row, not realizing that he was in a wheelchair. And when I found out he was in a wheelchair, I just apologized for the whole thing. I didn't look at anybody else in the audience. It was rough, but I had a friend that made me feel better about it because he was like, what is he gonna do, chase you? And that was the kind of thing that I really needed, and I think that I might have quit that night if it wasn't for him.
The way you rebound from not getting a laugh is just having confidence in your next joke. You know, if your one joke didn't get a laugh, you got to get to the next joke right away, and you have to have confidence in that next joke. You can't fall apart if a joke doesn't get a laugh.
And one guy wrote 3 bullet points. He says there's 3 types of funny. He says, and the first one is, sometimes I can make my friends laugh. Number 2 is, sometimes I can make people I don't know laugh. And number 3 is, people I don't know pay me to make them laugh. And it says, if you're not at least at a number 3, you're not really a comedian.
I hope that someday I'm lucky enough to hopefully be a headliner that goes around, and a road comic, if you will, that does 45 minutes, hopefully every weekend, and is really poor and can barely take care of his family. But you know, that would be fun. To be able to do it that much every weekend would be great, whether I'm ever on television or anything like that.
And if I could get on Comedy Central, fuck yeah, awesome. But if I don't, it's not like I'd be like, oh, well, there goes the rest of my life. No, my current goal is to be a feature. That is my current goal, is to get up to 20 to 30 minutes.
Obviously, ultimately, I'd like to do as much as I can, have my own TV show, go as far as you can with it. But I have to think realistically in order to get to the next steps and just keep snowballing.
It's really fun during the week. Thursday, you got the show. You got 2 shows Friday. Saturday is a big build-up because that's traditionally when the biggest crowds are there. But Saturday night, after the last show's over, it is a little bit of a downer because you know, wow, that's it, you know, because you're on such a high that when the show is over and everybody leaves, you're kind of like, now what do I do, you know?